River Players, community theater since 1971.
H-Bar-B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Bear's Cat Donuts, located on Broadway across from Minot State campus.
Welcome to another episode of MSU Inside Out. I'm Shalom Bear. Unfortunately, Monica isn't here today. She had a loss in her family, so she is traveling out of town to deal with that. Josh is actually the one who is joining me today instead.
Right, and though it is good to be back, our thoughts are definitely with Monica Rivera and her family. In today's show, we'll be speaking with Janna McKechnie from the Alumni Office about the upcoming auction, as well as a recently soon-to-graduate broadcasting senior who just had her senior recital, and campus news and sports as always. But we're going to jump right into weather, and Michael Drosdel is joining us in the studio to tell us what to expect. Michael?
Thanks, Josh. As you can see, I'm wearing my turtleneck again, so I'm glad all of you guys can see it. But looking across the state of North Dakota into the western part, as you can tell, it's a little bit lower this week. We're getting lower and lower temperatures every week, especially in Grand Forks. It is currently 17 degrees. 21 degrees in Fargo, and 26 degrees in Williston, 26 degrees in Dickinson, 27 degrees in state capital of Bismarck, and we are looking at 24 degrees in Minot. And then moving on to the 7-day forecast, for Friday, we have a high of 39 with a low of 27 degrees, and then even looking across the days, you can tell it's going to be sunny with partly cloudy skies, so we're in for some good weather. And on Saturday, we are at a high of 41 degrees with a low of 32. Shocker, sunny with partly cloudy skies. Sunday, we are at a high of 42 with a low of 30 degrees, and it is supposed to be sunny with partly cloudy skies. It's supposed to be a high of 35 with a low of 25, and it's supposed to be sunny with partly cloudy skies for Monday. And for Tuesday, it's a high of 30 degrees with a low of 19 degrees, and it is supposed to be sunny with partly cloudy skies. Moving on into Wednesday, there we go, cool. We have a high of 28 degrees with a low of 19, and it's supposed to be, once again, sunny with partly cloudy skies. Moving on into Thursday, we're at a high of 26 degrees, and 7 days in a row, sunny with partly cloudy skies going on. And if you're currently watching the show, it's a little bit after 5, so the sun is down, so just be watching the weather and just making sure everything's on. You're just ready for the weather coming up. And that's about it for the weather coming up. What do you guys have next?
Thanks, Michael. It looks like we know what to expect for the next 7 days. It seems pretty consistent. And something that's consistently expected in this department is the KMSU auction. And joining me is Janna McKechnie from the Alumni Office. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Of course. And so for the viewer that doesn't really know what the auction is, could you just explain kind of a brief summary about
You
it?
bet. So the auction is in its 21st year. It's a long-standing tradition here in the broadcasting department at Minot State, so it's a fun thing for them to do. But it's a fundraiser essentially for the department. We do donate part of the funds to raise that night to a local charity. But it's kind of a QVC meets the live talk show meets telethon, kind of all rolled into one. It's an entirely student-run production. So students get the donations, they help put packages together, they are the cameramen and women for the night, and they host and they sell the items, and it's their show. So it's not only a wonderful learning experience, but it's wonderful for the department.
And Has the charity already been decided for this year?
It has. So the class gets to choose every year, and this year they've chosen the Domestic Violence Crisis Center. So all charities are very worthy, but also a great choice this year for us to give a portion of our proceeds to them.
And on average, or I guess in recent years, like how much funding has really come from the event?
Sure. It kind of depends on the night. It's usually right around 10% of what we make for the night. So it's usually somewhere between $600 and $1,000, depending on how well our auction goes.
Awesome. And then how did you kind of come into the role of working in the alumni office, but also kind of being in charge of the auction? So.
Well, I teased, the night of the auction is one of my favorite nights of the year. It's an exciting time, and I think that was a little contagious when I was part of a student here, and then when I came back to work at Minot State, it was just a really nice fit, and I enjoyed helping the students find their way with the auction and be successful with it, and then it just kind of came full circle when I got to help teach what we were learning at this point.
And then what kind of goes into the kind of preparation for an event this big?
We have, it's a class here at Minot State that they offer, and it's part of their curriculum here, but it is everything from the promotion of the event to the production of the videos, to putting the packages together, to talking about the packages the night of. We take the phone calls. It's an all-encompassing event. It really kind of gives students the opportunity to see every aspect of an event.
And how many phone calls do they kind of field on average on the night?
Well, that's my second favorite part of the night is the phone call part of it. So it's, with every package, it can be 10, 20 phone calls, and we do 50 packages or so a night. So it's there's 5 phone lines that they can talk to or that they can call in with, and it's just a constant kind of a race to the ringer.
Sounds like a very busy night. Are there any other events coming up for alumni specific kind of?
Yep. So in my office, in the alumni office, I have 4 spring events coming up. We're heading to Florida, doing an event there, one in Arizona and one in Las Vegas. And then our biggest event of the year is our MSU Gala, and that's what raises the money for almost all of the funds for the year, and that is May 1st.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for coming on the show, and it's an awesome opportunity for not only the students running the show to get an experience, but also funding for not only the charity, but also the department as well. And speaking of funding, the art department actually has some more funding available for a scholarship, and Chad Olson is joining us with more information on that.
Yeah, we got some exciting news on the behalf of MSU art students. MSU art students have something to look forward to for the 2020 school year. The art department is now taking applications for the Arlone Twyman Scholarship. The scholarship is available for incoming freshmen and transfer art students. Recipients of the award will be given up to $2,000 in tuition money. Scholarship awards are determined by the quality of the written application and through the student's portfolio. Applicants must be current art majors and must maintain a 3.0 GPA. All applications are due by Saturday, February 15th. The award is granted by art faculty that make up the scholarship committee. For more information or applications, visit the Art Scholarship website or email Art Professor Micah Bloom. All applicants must also fill out the general scholarship application on the MSU website. If fall weather has you down, the Flower Box can help you find your holiday cheer. There will be a Christmas crafting class tonight from 6 to 8 at the Flower Box on 301 Burdick Expressway. The class will include everything you need to make a unique Christmas porch pot, including colored accessories. Treats and beverages will be provided. All MSU students and the public are encouraged to attend, and bringing friends is encouraged. The class is $65 per person, and registration is required. To register or for more information, call 838-9302. The Minot Veterans Center is giving back this year with the first annual toilet paper drive. The Minot Vet Center is located on 3300 South Broadway and is taking much needed toilet paper donations until December 13th to support local shelters. Recipients of the donations include the Minot Area Homeless Coalition, Community Action Supportive Service, Veterans Family Rep, and the Men's Winter Refuge. Donations will only be taken at the Minot Vet Center. For more information, contact the Vet Center at 852-0177. Celebrate Recovery is striving to make a better you. It's hosting a meeting tomorrow night from 7 to 9. Celebrate Recovery is a 12-step Christian program that helps heal the hurts, habits, and hang-ups of daily living. Some of the topics addressed include alcoholism, chemical dependency, and physical, psychological, and emotional abuse. The group meets every Friday at 22 3rd Street Southwest, and free childcare is provided. For more information, visit the Minot Celebrate Recovery page. Even though it's been 56 years since his death, Christian writer C.S. Lewis is still influencing the entertainment world. The Mouse River Players will be performing Lewis's classic tale, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, tomorrow and Saturday at 7:30 downtown at the Mouse River Players Theater. The drama tells the tale about the Pevensie children who accidentally make a trip to Narnia and join Aslan and fellow citizens of Narnia to defeat the evil Snow Queen. This drama is for audiences young and old and will have further performances throughout the month of November and on December 1st. Ticket prices for adults are $15, children through age 12 are $10, and seniors, students, and military are $13. More information can be found on the Mouse River Players website. So it looks like we have some good opportunities to take in the theater around the holiday season.
Yeah, it's a nice little theater they have kind of tucked away downtown there.
Yeah, and they're kind of in talks, or at least conceptualizing renovations for it. So
yeah,
might be kind of nice to see it in its old state before it's kind of upgraded.
Yeah, before they revamp it. Speaking of renovations, coming up next, we'll have an interview with one of the students who helped renovate our set.
Thank you to all of our underwriters.
All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMain, offering custom frames, art supplies, and jewelry.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, a sports restaurant experience located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill, located on 31st Avenue in Minot.
Trinity Health is a comprehensive healthcare system based in Minot, North Dakota.
Fiancé, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's Music Mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, serving the Midwest since 1972.
SRT, offering a number of services including phone, TV, internet, and security.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, bringing music to the Northern Plains since 1980.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
Nice Impressions, no job is too big or too small, located in downtown Minot.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're a longtime viewer of the show, you would have noticed by now that we've changed up our set a little bit, looking a lot more vibrant out there. Today, I'm joined by the student who spearheaded that effort, Taylor Eckleberry.
Well, it was definitely a team effort between me, Shalom, Allison, and just as a team, like all good things, you have to change with how technology is changing. I mean, the set wasn't redone years ago, so we just decided to fix it up a little bit.
Was there any hang-ups that you ran into, anything that you didn't expect?
Trying to get donations. We really wanted to get a new desk donated, but we weren't able to. We had a misunderstanding with the business who was going to donate it. Just like life, though, you have to roll with the punches, and we just did what we could do.
So let's switch gears a little bit. I hear that you're also in charge of the launch party for KMSU Radio streaming. Can you tell me about that?
I am. I'm not going to give away too many details, but it's going to be really fun. So everyone keep your calendars open for January 22nd and follow our social media page and keep up with our advertising.
Where's it going to be?
It will be at the dam, so it will be on campus. It is open for anyone to come, though.
Wow. Thank you so much, Taylor. There you have it, everybody. If you're looking to find out what's new with KMSU Radio, go ahead and go to that launch party January 21st. And when we turn back to our other cameras here, make sure to take a good look at our set. After these underwriters, we'll be back with more news, more football, and more basketball.
Welcome back. So for all students at MSU, the semester is winding down, but for some students, their college career is winding down. So with me is Eileen Ergen.
Hello.
So Eileen is in the broadcasting department with us, and you just did your senior presentation for your senior project. So tell me a little bit about what that project was.
I was specifically working with Total Nutrition, which is a supplement store here in Minot, North Dakota. And I was working with them for my Instagram. So I posted pictures with their supplements, also t-shirts and advertisement that they gave me. And I created a blog along with that so that I can describe a little bit more in detail what the products are, what I like about the company, so that people can have a bit more of an insight than just on Instagram, the pictures.
Yeah, so that was kind of, you were really doing what a lot of people plan to do kind of when they graduate. So that's really interesting that you were able to do that while you were in school. What other opportunities did you have while going to school here?
I had a lot of opportunities. I worked for the Red and Green, so I did a little bit of journalism there. I was an assistant editor. I was also working on the show, but behind the scenes for graphic and TD. So there's plenty of opportunities here on campus to work, and I think that's one of the most valuable things that I like about this campus or the department is that you have so many chances to do or get hands-on experience.
What would you say like your favorite thing was?
My favorite thing about all the opportunities I had? I would say that I got the full-on hands-on experience. I feel like that's very vital, so you don't just read the book and learn how to do it, but you actually do it, and you can show your employer or everywhere you apply what work you've done.
And then I know earlier today we were kind of talking a little bit after class about your plans once you graduate in December. So what do you plan to do?
Well, I just applied for a master's university at home, so I'm going to be hearing back soon if I get a position or not there, or like a spot in the program, and I'd be so excited to do my master's back home in Germany.
And then you mentioned that you're from Germany, of course. So what brought you all the way to North Dakota?
It was the greatness of having it hands-on. Back home, usually the majors or bachelors, more specifically, are very book-oriented for the bachelors. So I really liked that Minot State offered hands-on experience.
Nice. And then what would you say just overall your favorite memory is that you made here?
My favorite memory, I would say I really like the classes that they have here because they're very small and you get to interact with your fellow students. It's not like you go into a lecture of 100 people and you go out again and never see them again, but you can get those connections and make connections, and you never know who you meet who might help you out getting a job somewhere or refer you to someone, so it's really awesome.
Do you ever see yourself coming back full circle and working in the U.S. at any point?
If the opportunity arises, yes, but the contracts back home for working are a lot better than they are for the U.S. So I would only come to the U.S. if it was with a German company. So that would be really cool.
Well, hopefully we see you again. We're definitely going to miss you.
Yes, I'm going to miss it too.
Again, guys, that was Eileen, and she's graduating this December. Chad, you have some information about another student here at MSU.
Yeah, our one and only Casey Daigle won an award here for her work in writing. MSU student Casey Daigle won it big at the Northern Plains History Conference in Brandon, Manitoba. Daigle is a double English and history major and received a $200 prize for best undergraduate student paper. Daigle was inspired for her idea through a podcast and decided to write her paper titled Lavender Menace: Communism, Homosexuality, and the Nuclear Family. The paper addresses an action by the Eisenhower administration to remove gay people from administrative affairs. It also examines and connects ideas about communism along with ideas about gay people regarding domestic containment. In addition, she addresses the movement to preserve the traditional family model as the ideal American way of life. Daigle was encouraged to submit her paper by MSU history professor Bethany Andreasen. Daigle originally wrote it for her history class. Daigle also said she can now call herself a writer because she was paid for her writing. There are many people on campus making a positive impact in the lives of students here at MSU, and many go unnoticed. As a part of a current series or continuing series called MSU Spotlight, you will be introduced to a person making a difference in the lives of military veteran students here on campus.
My name is Ann Heider-Bogard. I work at the Veterans Services here at Minot State University. I'm the school certifying official. I help veteran students with their education benefits. Being here in this office, I've learned a lot from the veterans. Love listening to their stories and just communicating with them, because listening to their experiences that they've gone through. I love working with them. I would never trade it for anything. So if you're ever at Minot State, you're more than welcome to come and check out our office. It is a great place for the veterans to utilize and where they feel safe and at home.
Veteran Services is located on the first floor of Dakota Hall here on campus. For questions, give them a call at 858-4003. So it looks like it's a continuing series. I just actually heard that it was something they've done in the past, but I figured I thought it'd be a great idea to recognize some people that often go unnoticed here on campus.
Yeah, no, I didn't know anything about that until today either.
Absolutely, and those voices definitely deserve to be heard. Mm-hmm. But coming up after the break, Taylor Rosario is going to bring us a live sports update on just how well the Beavers are doing.
Thank you to all of our underwriters.
MSU Beavers Hockey. Online info at msubeavers.com.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
Minot Nutrition Addiction, offering healthy smoothies and meal replacements on the go.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer.
Magic City Hoagies, locally owned sandwich shop located in Southwest Minot.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast. Thrive-In Financial, connecting faith and finances.
El Azteca, authentic Mexican food on North Broadway near the airport.
PMQ Entertainment, performing at weddings, proms, and dances.
The Pursuit, creating a place in Minot where everyone is welcome.
Mouse River Players, community theater since 1971.
H-Bar-B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Bears Cat Donuts, located on Broadway across from Minot State campus.
And we're back. Well, earlier in the show, Michael mentioned just how things are not really cooling off, but kind of staying cool. But things are definitely heating up in the athletics department because basketball, I hear, is doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's been pretty toasty. How toasty has it been, Taylor?
Well, they're on a winning streak right now, so hopefully they can continue to heat up, as you guys have been saying, and along with the other sports that are starting to kick off their seasons as well. Minot State men's basketball is on fire at the start of their 2019 season. The Beavers extended their win streak to 4 after a victory over Montana State Billings on Saturday, and this was the first time that the Beavers took down the Yellow Jackets in an ongoing non-conference series. Senior Kyle Beisch dropped 21 points on the night, including being 5 for 12 from the 3. Joining Beisch in scoring was Stefan Manzi with 19 and Max Cody with 14. Alexa Kukovic also had an impressive performance, hitting 3 of 4 three-pointers. The Beavers hope to extend the win streak to 5 as they host Yellowstone Christian College on Saturday at 2 p.m. in the MSU Dome. MSU Wrestling is off to a strong start this week as they competed in their 3rd Open of the year on Saturday. The Beavers boasted a handful of place winners and one champion at the meet. Sophomore Shadi Mitwali was consistent throughout the day and eventually earned first place at 149 pounds. This was after defeating Jake Mant of St. Cloud State by decision in the championship match. The Beavers will be back in action next weekend when they host UMary at the MSU Dome in the first duel of the season on Sunday at 5 p.m. The duel will be held in honor of Lou Trombetta Memorial Night. Trombetta passed away in March and graduated from MSU in 1967. He was also a part of the 1965 team who was inducted into the Athletics Hall of Fame in 2008, and the university will honor Trombetta with a short program at the beginning of the match. Minot State women's soccer had a less than desirable 2019 season. The Beavers posted a record of 3-15 this year and were 3-12 in conference play. The Beavers did ink 9 newcomers to build their 2020 roster, and the signees include Brooklyn Casey of Minot High and Sydney Dollinger from Bismarck Legacy High School. MSU will return their leading scorer and Minot native Sophia Lewis in 2020 for her senior campaign. And this is also exciting news as the Beavers will look to improve for next year's competitive season. It was lucky number 7 for the Beaver football team as several players were selected for all-conference honors yesterday. Jose Luis Moreno, Ben Belinsky, Sebastian Gutierrez, Parker Franzen, Levante Bushnell, Isaiah Bigby, and Ali Muhammad all earned respective awards. Muhammad was also named Offensive Newcomer of the Year for the NSIC, and he had a fantastic freshman season, breaking the Minot State University D2 era single-season rushing record with a total of 817 rushing yards. He finished 5th best in the NSIC in rushing yards and 10th in all-purpose yards. Head coach Mike Aldrich says they are all very deserving of the honors and have been vital to the success and growth of Minot State football. They would also be first to recognize that they couldn't have achieved these honors without their teammates. So it's really exciting, especially at the end of the season, to see athletes be recognized for the efforts and work they've put in all year.
Yeah, and I definitely noticed some of those names because we've had them kind of come up in stories in the red and green lately. So.
Yeah, it seems like Christmas came early for them, just lots of awards and well-deserved. And I think one thing we can say about the team is that it improved since recent performances in recent years.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely been noticeable.
Yeah, and then coming up for the next couple weeks for the shows, as far as the show's concerned, we will be off for next week for Thanksgiving, and then the following week will be the week of the auction, and that will be on December 5th.
Yes, and the pre-show starts at 5:30 for that. That'll run for a half hour, and then we have just local news, and then the action itself will start at 6:30, so make sure to tune in for that, and then to come back the following week for our last show of the semester. Thanks so much for joining us.